What's up YouTube, this is Square2448 with a Farming Simulator 2015 episode, and today we're going to sell all that grain that we harvested in the last episode. And we got so much grain that I had to buy this small little trailer that goes along with it, and we're going to sell 2 big trailer loads, and then we're going to go do some baling. So I already got the truck running, making sure everything's gonna start for us, and we're gonna cover these up, that way we don't lose any grain, and hopefully we can make it up this steep hill. I'm hoping we can, because I don't want to reverse all the way down, but I hope you enjoy this episode, and I hope we do make a lot of money off this. This truck is really powerful, and it's good that we made it up. But we're going to go to the highest selling point and go from there. That little bit really bothers me, but I will try to fix that. That way we don't have to deal with that in the next one. But it's fine for right now. It's getting the most of it, and we'll take a right. Yeah, that we aren't doing as good as we can with turning, since this is a really big load. But I mean, 70,000 liters or whatever this game measures it, and bring in some money now to pay off that harvester that we bought. And hopefully we get a lot from this. This is pretty incredible how much we're getting. So 11 grand, 111,000. And how much from this? Oh my god. So we got around 155,000 from this one big trailer load, and we have another one. So I mean, hey, we're bringing in some money, and I think we'll do this harvest a couple more times. We'll choose a different field, but we'll choose also a different grain, since we don't really need much more wheat. Oh! This is what happens when you get too close to some trees, but that shouldn't really affect us too much. And I'll slow down here, because something like this will happen to the point of I can't really see there, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of in-cab. Down this hill, fill up, and go make some more money. So I think that we've already started chipping away at the money we've spent on everything, and that's pretty nice to see that we get a nice income from it. So we'll probably do barley a second time if we get a really nice paycheck, which we will from this harvest. But we'll let this fill up, and we'll jump in the big tractor, and we'll get the baler ready, and then we'll jump to baling after. And right now, I don't know why, I'm just hitting everything in sight, and it's really funny. So the baler's back here. I think we did straw bales last time, so we'll check once we pull it out. Oh no, it has grass. Or does it? So I'm not 100%, but oh, I drove past that. That's always nice. But we do have some straw here, which I want to use up all this straw, so we're gonna have to find a way to transport that. And I think that we'll start off with straw bales, since that's the quick and easiest one, and then we'll go from there. Well, we'll go sell that load, that way we get some money, and Then we'll come do some baling, and then we're gonna go use the tedder and try to turn the wet grass into dry grass and get it ready for the baler. But we'll just set this up at the far end and work our way all the way up there. So we'll just park it right here and come back to this. That trailer missed it by an inch. Actually, no, it didn't. Let it start and fill this up completely, and we probably already paid off this whole rig right here, the 2 trailers and this truck. So thinking about getting another truck, we might be able to get use out of that. But head back up this steep hill, and this is pretty incredible that this heavy truck makes it up. It's almost in full speed, so making pretty good progress though. And we aren't going to put the tarp because I don't want to get frustrated with seeing that. So, ooh, this turn, pretty weird turn there, since it's down that little tiny slope and then it's right there. So, but we're making pretty good headway, making some money for the farm and going from there. But we should have a good 15 to 20 minutes of some baling and getting the grass changed over to dry. But we'll leave this truck here, that way we could go bale. Oh, nope. Pretty nice sounds, but get this emptied here. It's pretty incredible. We got that, and we're gonna be probably like 20 grand from 500,000, but that's fine with me that we got all this money, and shows that we're gonna get some money coming in when we do these fields. So that's always a bonus though, that we get money. And we'll just shut the truck off, and and I passed it, but we'll start off with this, and we will get the tedder. Actually, no, we have to buy one. Oh, we have to buy 2 pieces of equipment. So pretty nice that we got this money, because we're gonna have to buy it, and we'll buy it once we get to the store. But we're gonna be having to buy a tedder, and we have to go here, 75 grand. And I would rather get the biggest one. And we have to go here, 27 grand. So we spent 102,000, but it's nice that we got all that money in to buy that stuff. And we're getting more equipment almost every episode now, since we're gaining a lot of money, and this farm should grow just like my channel's doing. That's actually a pretty good tie-in right there. But my channel's growing pretty well, and I thank you for all the support, and to the future we go. It's actually pretty fun to say that, but we'll grab the tedder first, and we'll drive out to the field. But I'm thinking that we might come back to do a little tiny bit of grass baling, and then we'll do some putting the bales on the trailer. That should be pretty fun. And I'm thinking about, I don't know what I want to take out to the field. I'm thinking more of the JCB, use the JCB a little bit, since that JCB can also help make some money. But we'll just see what happens next episode, and hopefully, and I'm deciding what we'll use, but I'm thinking we can use the King Ranch to haul this load. I'm thinking it's strong enough, but you never know because some of the hills on this map, not much stuff can go up it. But we're pulling up on the grass field, and I'm thinking about we move away from this grass field and we do some fields like 11 or even 33, just something a little bit closer to the farm. That way it's less hauling distance for bales and just a little bit easier on us for bringing equipment out here and everything like that. But I'm just aligning up here since we want to get all that we can, and this is exactly what it does. It changes it into dry grass, and then we have to put it into small rows, and then after that we come back and bale. But since we got a bigger windrower, we should be getting less passes than before when we did this field, so it should always be fun making some food for the cows. They always have to eat, so we'll just do a couple passes and then we'll probably go drive and get the windrower. I want to use this tractor since it's right here, but we'll do a little bit more here, get the windrower, and I'm just showing you some of the stuff that I will be doing off camera. That way you guys know what's going to happen, know the steps to knowing it, and hit that. I knew I was going to hit that, but I like to show you the steps and then just do the finishing passes or finish this field like we will do, and doing pretty well with this pass. I don't want to get too close to the outer trees because I don't want to have to deal with going around trees, but we're doing pretty well, and pretty nice pictures I could take, but don't really need any at the moment. And I'm thinking about creating a Farming Simulator 2013 mowing series, and the reason why I say that is there's some more mods and we could do different mowers, you could say, but that's only if you guys want to see that. So if you guys want to see it, put in the comments below and I should create that, or I want to do a Farming Simulator 2015 hauling series. That should be pretty fun to do when we haul around the map, but who really knows what's in store. It's what you guys want, so all opinions matter to me. So put in the comments below if you would like to see it or any new series. And for logging, I'm still not sure yet since school's gonna be starting up, or it might already be started when this video goes up, but school will be starting and I'm gonna be focusing on school, so I will still have uploads at the usual, just I'm not sure about some new series yet. I might wait till after I settle in, but we shall see what happens when we get there, and that shouldn't be for a little while, so don't have to worry that much. But once we're done with this pass, we'll go get the windrower and I'll do a pass or two, and then we'll switch to baling, do some baling, and then I won't do any grass baling since I want to finish all the straw baling first. But we'll be having a lot of food for the cows and won't have to do too much, and we could stick to feeding cows, and probably in the next upcoming episodes we'll feed cows since we're getting all this food. So pretty happy that we've done a lot so far today. And LSPDFR, pretty amazing mod, but there should be a video coming up later this week, so you guys can stay tuned for that. And I say we do one more pass down and switch to the windrower. I just want to do a couple of passes, that way we could do a couple with the windrower, since that is a really big windrower. So that's why I'm doing a lot right now. And like I said in the last episode, we did double cut this, if any of you were wondering. So my goal and what I was hoping for was we get double the bales, and if we do, we're gonna have a lot to haul back to the bale shed. And if we can fill that whole bale shed, I would be pretty surprised, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. But we can now stack them a bit higher, so that's also some good news since we got a telehandler. But we'll just drop this off. I don't really want to fold it up, but we'll drop it off, I would say right here. Won't get in our way if we put it there, and we'll make our way to the store. And we have roughly 10 minutes, so we're pretty set on time for this episode and should be doing pretty well. And I should be getting a new mic, so you guys can probably look forward to hearing a little bit better quality. And I don't know what's up with my mic lately. I've been saying this in a couple of my series. There's like these little like puffs, almost like I'm breathing, but it's not like that. I don't really know how to explain it, but it should be fixed once I get my new one and give you guys better quality. But Farm Sim 1080p 60 frames, that's unbeatable. So, and not everybody does that, but people are now switching or have already switched over to the best. So I thank you though for watching this video and hope you enjoyed it. Oh, a jackknife and a fishtail combined, that's what you can call it. But this is the biggest windrower, so it's pretty big. So instead of driving all that, we'll just cut through the field at this point. So we're gonna get this thing unfolded, and we'll just, it's pretty big, so we're gonna align it and get to windrowing. But I want to do nice straight passes, so when we come to bale, it's not a bunch of circles. That's what I've said before, and it's a really good tip for if you guys do this game, to try to do it nice straight big passes like what I'm doing. It's very efficient and saves you a lot of time down the road when you go to bale. So that's my tip to you guys. We'll probably be able to fit another row in pretty nice. And without this windrower, think about how long this would have taken. Quite a long time, I would suppose. But, and they don't have to be completely straight, but just do your very best. I'm doing my very best. They aren't the straightest, but they're getting the job done. And try to do as wide passes, that way it's less overall passes. But I'm thinking we could do one pass around. I'm not 100%, and hopefully we could get that little bit. Yes, but we're gonna have to skip that little area, and I'll get the rest with a baler. But those two fence pieces, they drive me nuts. They're on every single field. But I mean, what can I say? So I think we're going to start down here, and we'll just go one pass, and then we'll switch to baling straw. Oh my god, just barely clipped that. Are you serious? Come on. Yes. There we go, but we'll make our way up this hill, and hopefully there's enough that this can put it into a nice row here. And this one obviously will have a turn, but there's nothing you can really do about it. And that type of turn's not that bad. It's the yeah, it's not like in every single second turn like a windy road, but we do our best, and that's what we do. So don't want to clip this tree either, so it's pretty hard to use this. That's one of the problem with getting the biggest, is you can't fit it in most places, but then you can fit it in others. So it's really, if you guys want to do a little bit more efficient, but then you have to do bigger fields, this is the best. But we'll turn this off down here, and we will switch. I thought that was clippable for a second, but it wasn't. Okay, so we got ourselves realigned, and we'll, oh no, it won't fit through the, oh, thank God that's clippable. And I clipped something else. What is it with me hitting stuff today? We've hit so much stuff, I can't even remember what we've hit so far today, but put it into some nice rows, and I almost drove up that, but I think we're set here. And let this fold up really fast, and we'll switch to the baling. And I'm not going to do too much, but we'll do some. Actually, I want to get the stuff in the road. I don't like leaving that. That's going to bug me, so I'm going to attempt to get it, and hopefully thank the heck that we got that. But we'll do this in cab, since this is actually pretty nice to do in cab. And we'll finish this, whatever we can do here. One grass bale, that's fine with me. We're going to have one straw bale from over there, but it's just easier if we do the straw first. But the square bales are the easiest. I think they're the easiest. They won't roll, and you don't have to stop every few minutes to empty a bale. It just automatically falls out. And it looks to me that we're going to be getting a lot of bales, which means we'll probably do some. That's what we'll probably do. We'll probably get some off the fields or something. I'm still going to decide what we're going to do, but we might do another episode, just a little bit more done, and we'll go from there. But this is a lot of work. Nothing's too easy in farming, but we're going to get it done. That's what matters. A lot of bales. We're going to be in for a long time here, but I'm up to that challenge of doing it, and I hope you guys are ready to see me stack, what, maybe 100 bales we might get. I mean, we're getting 5 bales a row. So yeah, there's at least 10 more rows in this field, and then there's probably 10 in the other. So we're gonna do probably close to 100 bales, and that is just crazy. So, and that just shows that we've done a pretty good job with this harvest. We made a lot of money, and we don't have to do much baling after this for a while, and it's well worth doing it all right now. That way we don't have to do it later. Pretty fast though. We're already on our finishing our 4th row and going on to the 5th row. But I don't know, we might take the JCB out here, or we're gonna take the telehandler, so really depends. I like both, but the telehandler could stack a little bit better, so we might take that out here, and we'll see what we should do. But our goal right now is to finish baling both the grass and the straw, so I hope that we can do that, and we'll be back to do something else with farming. We'll probably feed the cows and probably do some more stacking of bales, but that's it for this episode, and I'll finish the rest off camera. But thank you for watching, and as always, like, comment, and subscribe.